Okay, let's start at the beginning. So today we're going to talk about PDF security, and this is a bite-sized training course that we run. We basically sent out a survey to all of the InterForm customers and asked them to respond with the training courses that they were interested in, and the PDF security module was the one that came out at the top of the list. So this is what we're going to talk about today. I mean, as a business, we're really keen for you to get the maximum benefit from the InterForm products and other products that we provide. And we're going to be continuing to run these bite-sized training, which is basically a 20 to 30 minute training course using the GoToMeeting session. We'll take you through a particular aspect of the product itself so that you can get a better understanding of how these things work. So really just 30 minutes probably every 4 to 6 weeks, and we hope that you get something from it. As I say, today we're going to talk about the PDF security. So PDF security module, it's a separate module within InterForm, so it has its own license. It's not part of the classic product, but it gives you these benefits. It gives you the ability to encrypt and add password protection into your PDF documents. So that means that we can create a PDF document for invoicing or for purchase orders or so on. And then you can negotiate with your client, supplier or customer, a password so that they know what the password is that is used to open up the documents. So you would send them via email or by correspondence their password, and then as part of the PDF creation, we would encrypt we would embed that password into the document so that they need to enter the password before opening it. So it gives them complete protection. The master password level is something that you will then decide within your organization so that your users can then open up the PDF documents themselves, and you enter your master password. So that's the password protection. And the encryption side of things, again, the password is then used as your encryption key, and the PDF document will be encrypted. I'm going to go through these in a little bit more detail. There is a no print, no edit, no copy feature, so we can switch these on or off. So when the PDF document is created, we can actually make sure that it's not capable of being printed, edited or copied. You've got a digital certificate, a digital signature rather, which we can embed into the document for electronic invoicing, and lots of various other options. We'll go through some more examples on that. Embedding PDF files. So yeah, we can embed other documents into your main PDF document. So if you're sending your customer a statement of account, and you're listing down all the transactions, all the invoices, credit notes, and so on, you can actually embed those invoices or those credit notes into the main PDF document, and they can click on a little icon within the main page, and it will open up the individual invoice. So it takes away the, if you've sent out a statement and then a customer sends back an email saying, "Oh, I haven't received this invoice," at least this way they'll have a copy of everything that's embedded within that PDF. And then you can merge and combine PDF files. So if you want to add extra details at the end of your PDF document for invoicing, and this can be used for sort of sales and marketing, or terms and conditions is another useful one. I mean, a lot of companies now, the terms and conditions are getting so complicated that they no longer fit on a single page. So you can create your terms and conditions, however many pages there are, and add that to your purchase order as part of the purchase order production, and then embed it all within one document itself. So we'll go through some of these in a little bit more detail now. I've just got one question. Just hold on for 2 seconds while I read it. Is this part of the embedded PDF? Yes, Simon, that is true. The module that you have for embedding PDF module contains all of these features that we're talking about today. Okay, so password and encryption. As I said earlier, we have the ability to negotiate with each client their own password and then embed that password into the document itself. Also, using that password as a key, we can encrypt the document, and it uses this encryption version 1.4, version 2, version 3, and so on. All the RC4 128-bit encryption. So it's got the most secure sort of password algorithm that's around at the moment. And you'll see the little dialog box at the moment. When you try and open that document, it'll ask you for the password, and it won't let them gain access to that document unless the password is correct. So if it gets into the wrong hands, then it's going to be rendered useless. They won't be able to open that at all. Okay. So no print, no edit, no copy. We can turn these on individually or switch them all off. And basically the star none option means that there are no limitations within the PDF documents being created. No print means that you're not allowing them to print the document. So once they receive the document and try and print it, it's not going to be available. Same with the no copy, disables the possibility of copying the contents of the file. And the no edit makes it possible to edit the PDF document. So you can rest assured that it's not going to be changed. Oh, just 2 seconds. Are you showing anything on the screen? Oh, let me just open up the microphones. Sorry, I'd forgot to switch the screening on. It's a bit of a disaster. Just 1 second. Can everybody see the screen? Can you see the digital? Sorry. Thanks, Simon. That was quite
yes, we can now.
Quite a bit of an issue. I'm just going to backtrack and show you the screens that we talked about. So basically, these are the main features: the encryption and password, the no copy, no edit, digital signature, embedded PDF files, and merge. And this is the dialog box that pops up when you've got a password protection, and these are the encryption values. I have the no copy, no print, no edit, and the star none limitation setting in the PDF document. And let me just move this out of the way. And then we've got the digital signature. So this is where we got to. Okay, sorry about that. So digital signatures, this is becoming a sort of well-used feature nowadays in terms of the signing of documents. Where traditionally you'd print them off and somebody would sign the document at the bottom, and then you'd capture the signature that way and scan it back in. But there's many countries are now making fairly standards for embedding digital signatures. And basically what a signature is you register with a signature agency, and one of the most the market leaders is VeriSign. So you would go onto their website, you would purchase a certificate, a digital certificate. You then install that within the InterForm product, and InterForm gives you the ability then to embed that digital signature into all of the documents that you deem fit. And the reason for it is, one, it obviously signs the document for you, but also that the clients can then upload that document to the VeriSign website, and they can check its authenticity. So VeriSign will tell you if that document has been tampered with at any point from its original production. So these are becoming much more prevalent within the sort of marketplace at the moment. And there's some notes here about the types of certificates and so on. But if you've got any interest in that, let me know and I can take you through a little bit more detail. I'm not going to sort of go and elaborate on it any more than that today, but certainly if you've got any questions, just fire them off and we'll get them answered. Okay, so the embedding of PDF files, this gives us the ability to bring other documents into play when you're creating, say, a PDF, a purchase order PDF or an invoice PDF. So you could embed other documents within the document. So obviously the main document is going to get bigger, but actually they use a very, very good compression process, so that actually they're not that massive, even with several documents embedded within it. They're actually fairly small. And we can do this automatically. So we can scan the actual. If you take the statements document as a sample, within the statements document data, you'll say on such and such a date this invoice was raised, and you'd have the invoice number or you'd have the credit note number. Then we can use that data from the spool file to build up a path where the credit note or the invoice exists, and then we can say, I want you to pull that document into my main statement document. So when they open the statement, you see a statement as you would expect, but then you have a little icon that's been created against the invoice number or so that they press on that little icon, and then that opens up the document itself. So I'll take you through some uses of the embedded PDF file. So this is a certificate. Sorry, let me just go back. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay. So a certificate, we're creating a certificate of conformance or so on that gets sent with the main document. So here's your invoice, and you can see the invoice details here. Over here you've got this certificate document that's already also been embedded within there, and there's a little paperclip icon. So if you click on the paperclip icon there, it will always open the file. So some security going on there, and that opens the certificate document. So there you've got some testing samples or so on that went with the product. So you can embed or a drawing if you're sending out an order, an order acknowledgement or an order confirmation. You could embed the drawing of the product that they're buying in there. So that's one use of it. A reminder. So you're sending the customer a reminder to say that you've got an outstanding debt, and then if you click on the paperclip here, that will give you the list of the documents, the invoices that are outstanding, and so on. And we've got one more, which gives us a statement. So here, if we just, there we go. So there's our statement. This is a list of all the transactions that have taken place, and we've got a little icon against all of those there. And if we click on those, it will show us the original invoice. And you can see here in the attachments window for PDF, we can see a list of all the invoices that have been attached. And in this case, they've chosen not to attach this number 50 and 51 and so on, maybe because those have already been paid or whatever. So they've only embedded the ones that haven't been paid. So you can either click on the icon to open the invoice, or you can click on the individual documents here. But this now is constructed as one individual document. Okay, so it gets sent as the one document there, and everything else is contained within that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the slideshow and start from the current slide. Okay, another use is to merge and combine PDF files. So this is slightly different to the embedded PDF, because the embedded PDF when you open it, shows you the main document, and other files are embedded within that, so you would need to click on an icon or from the attachments window. This one combines all the documents into one PDF. So if you're sending out, say for argument's sake, a purchase order that's a 3-page purchase order, and you combine that with a 2-page document which is a terms and conditions document, you'll end up with 5 pages. Okay, whereas the statement, you'll have 1 page with lots of documents embedded. This will actually append it to the end of the document. And you can embed other types of documents as well, not just PDF documents within there. And you can also create a table of contents. So we have this this bookmark list where you can say that you know, you can put an index page at the start, and which then takes you through all the documents that have been combined into that document, so you can navigate through the document quite easily. I haven't created an example of that, but in the this is just a clip of the green screen command that's used to concatenate PDF documents. So this is here, you nominate the base PDF stream file, and then the stream file of the name of the PDF document that you want to add to that. So this is available as a command line. It's also available in the PDF naming definition. So you could run this outside of InterForm and use this to combine and merge other files together. Okay, so that's the end of the bite-sized training for PDF definitions. I just wanted to give you a list of all the current bite-sized training courses that we have, so I can send you this list. As I said before, I'd really sort of encourage you to feed back to us what you're really interested in from this list, and I'll make or any others that aren't on the list that you're having particular problems with. Just send me a note of what you ideally would like, and then I'll take the most popular one and I'll raise another bite-sized training course for next month. So this is all of our output management bite-sized trainings that we have so far. We also have another product for the Profound UI suite, which gives us the web development studio for RPG and so on. And these are some existing bite-sized training courses that we have. So that's the end of the presentation. What I'm going to just quickly do now is I'm going to go through onto the green screen, and I'll just show you whereabouts these particular features are within the product. So if we just go to your InterForm main page, number 5 will take us into auto-forms control, and then we look at number 4 for finishing definitions. I've got one set up using the demo file, and it's called Demo PDF. In here, this is the document. This is the definition that makes a PDF file from, in this case, the demo spool file. So if we look at the recipients, we've nominated a key field within the PDF definition, which in this case is an account number. So when the account number changes, you get a separate PDF document. So if this was an invoice run of 300 invoices in one spool file, then we would nominate the breaking point or the breaking level to be the account number. When that changes, you get a PDF document for that particular account number. So in this case, account number 1001 has a level, and then here we set the PDF user level password, and I've just set the password to uppercase U SCR1. Okay, and then the encryption and the master password is set here. So this is where we set, do you want to encrypt the file, yes or no? These are the user restrictions. So we've got no print, no copy, no edit, and so on. Here's our master password, and this is where we embed the signature. And then what that gives us, in this particular spool file, I've got 3 invoices. 1003 account, 1004 and 1001. So if I open my account number here for 1003, you'll see that it opens without me requiring to enter a password, because I haven't set the password level for that customer. So 1001, which is the one we're looking at, it's now going to pop up and say you can't access this unless you give me the password. So I would need to type in my password user1 to gain access for that. Okay, so that's typically how it works. I just wanted to show you the sort of mechanics as it goes through. So that is the end of the bite-sized training.